Welcome. My name is Fauzia, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. So let's get started. Today's episode is going to be on complex PTSD as it relates to parent-child relationship part 2. The level of consciousness as a parent is very important on how much you're going to love your child or your ability to love, period. It all depends on your level of consciousness. A lot of times I hear from my clients who are parents that they're having a hard time getting along with their children. These are adult children now who also have their own kids. And they don't know what to do. And somehow they had very hard time recognizing that it was really them that they need to change. When I hear people in my practice keep complaining and blaming their children for not doing this or that, not coming home for holidays, not staying in touch with them over the phone on a regular basis, or, there's some dysfunction or some conflict between the parents and the child or the children. They seem to continue to blame their kids. And I have found that it is very necessary for a parent to recognize their role in what is happening now between them and their children. It's absolutely necessary for a parent to recognize that they may have been at fault. And then when they are saying that my children are at fault, it's the same drama that has been going on for years in a child's life. And now that they're adult, they hear the same blame game that it's your fault. Then the children, adult children especially, they don't want to come around. And I don't blame them, actually. So to parents, and this is for parents, that when you are putting the blame on your child or your children, go ahead and take that blame back. Withdraw the blame and look at it, because you have to have some contribution in what's happening today. You must have played some role in what's happening between you and your children today. And you have to genuinely recognize that. And part of the issue is that when parents or individuals who've also suffered complex PTSD, their level of consciousness is very low. And the lower the level of consciousness, the lower amount of love you can give to other people. You may think that you're being very loving, but it's very different from thinking you're being loving to being loving. It's a huge difference. Actually, they're not even the same. So recognizing your own role in what is happening between you and your children today is extremely significant. And the sooner you do that, the better it's going to be for you. And I also recommend that owning your contribution in what's happening. And then as you recognize and raise your level of consciousness, you can then genuinely apologize. And it has to be genuine. It just can't be a manipulative apology. And by that I mean is that once you've recognized what your part was and you've apologized, they may come back and they may not come back. But then you need to start the work on yourself and your own complex PTSD, what happened in your childhood and how it got you to where you are today. it's extremely important to self-evaluate. And self-observation is very important. A lot of times I notice that we are so focused on other people. And that is an ego function. That's not how the self is. So I would recommend doing yoga, doing mindfulness practice, meditation. And I would also recommend something else, and that is earthing. Also, you can call it grounding. And that is go outside on the grass barefooted. And you will find at the end of the day that your day just went beautifully, didn't have any anxiety. And the important part of earthing is that when you are actually out on the ground with your feet barefooted, you actually want to be totally present for that connection between the feet and the ground, because the earth releases a lot of antioxidants. It's an amazing what the earth does. So take advantage of that. It's out there, it's plenty. So I would recommend earthing, I would recommend mindfulness and yoga. To raise your level of consciousness, you must become aware that there's this ego that creates a lot of disruption and a lot of destructiveness, and especially in relationships and your own self-image. So if you want to have a healthy, happy relationship, raise your level of consciousness. And that would be by practicing mindfulness, that would be practicing yoga, and also practicing grounding, also called earthing. My name is Fauzia. Thank you so much for being here today. If you liked my video and this was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell button so you can be notified whenever I'm doing a new video. Thank you again.